Okay. No, I'm gonna go disrupt it. If it'll let me. Okay. Good. And this should almost close it. And then I can close it. Oh, good. First breach all by yourself, girl. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Love
The rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We're clear for the moment. Well done.
Thank you.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
It's really useful, right? So now, let's do this. So let's get this, and we'll get that. Do I want explosives? Yeah, I want explosive shot first. You know what? Let's not do death from above just yet. Let's apply that. We'll get explosive, but then I quickly want to start down the... Yeah, I want to get poison here. Because then what we'll do is pretty early on, we're going to put a point into... Wait, do I have it now? Oh, I have it now. Never mind, we're just doing it. Cool, so now it'll heal us as we use it, which is perfect. That way we have less chances to die.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is.
Wow,
As
hello
Grand
to you too.
Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
What?
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
You tell him, Cassandra.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Okay, so no one is in charge. Y'all are just a bunch of people running around with no clue on what to do. I'm standing right here. You could just talk to me directly. Like, honestly, I try to be nice sometimes. Not all the time, but I'm standing right here.
Don't talk about me like I'm not here.
You shouldn't even be here!
Rude!
Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
You know, it's really funny that Roderick wants to abandon this now before, and I quote, more lives are lost. But what does he think is gonna happen if we don't try to put this down now? Like, does he think that if you're just like, oh, sorry, Mr. Breach, we didn't mean to try to close you or anything like that, that the breach will just eventually, like, fizzle out and go away? Like, I don't understand what Roderick's thinking is there. Like, if we just bury our head in the sand, it'll all magically disappear. No, the way that it magically disappears is by somebody doing something. Like, that's the only way that this happens, which means we're gonna go charge with the soldiers because reasons that will be disclosed soon. But reasons.
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Don't threaten us with a good time, Roderick. Roderick's character is interesting, but also very frustrating. But I think that that's what makes him a good character. Like, I'm fully of the belief that sometimes the best characters are actually the most frustrating because that means that they're written well. And Roderick is definitely the definition of frustrating from start to finish. And then at the end, he like kind of redeems himself, kind of doesn't. And then like when Dorian's like, he didn't make it and he said something at the end and you're just like, Oh, well, thank you for telling me. And it's like you guys have been mortal enemies this whole time, so I always find that to be amusing. But, onward. Let's see. I've taken so many screenshots here. Like, this location is probably one of the, like, top early game locations for me for screenshots. Like, back in the day when I'd use, like, the free cam tools and everything, because the lighting here is beautiful. And, like, it's so dramatic. So, if you're gonna go on a screenshot spree for your next Inquisitor, might I suggest this spot in the early game, especially if you can get up there. Honestly, if you did like back here and like you got that too, that's also very dramatic. But loot, thank you. Wait, it's interesting that they gave you a griffin shield already. Look at all the dead just here. Whoa, that's cool armor. I feel like somebody actually did make a mod where you could wear that armor, but that armor's so cool. Like, why wasn't that just like, why can't the Inquisitor just wear that whenever they want? Oh, it looks so good. All right. Let's go meet a certain someone that I have absolutely positively no interest in Genevieve meeting for any reason whatsoever. With the big coat over there.
Be wary. Another Fade Rift.
Well, when isn't there another Fade Rift Solus? You?
Make it take you!
This one... Oh, can you just disrupt that, girl? Thank you. No!
How many rifts are there?
All of
We
them?
must seal it if we have to get past!
Quickly then!
Well, I wasn't gonna go slow about it, guys. Like, I was definitely aiming to go fast. That shot, that single shot is so good. And then when you mix it with poison, that's constantly healing you. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's really good. Genevieve, close the rift. Thank you. Girl, you're so pretty.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at
I
this.
try.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Hi.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
Not only are they right about me, but I am gonna become your new favorite person in no time at all. And if you're wondering, yes, we are romancing Cullen because he's my favorite romance in DAI. And this whole playthrough is like the Plex greatest hits of all of my favorite things to do in Dragon Age Inquisition, which includes, as I mentioned earlier, saving the Druffalo. So, here we are. I hope they're right about me too, though.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we?
Yes, we will.
The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
Bye. I love this dramatic jump down that you don't necessarily get if you go the other way. Because like it really shows like what happened, like how bad this actually is. Also,
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
yeah.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
I always feel bad looting like these two. Like I always wonder why there's like an actual Templar here. Like why did that body last and the others didn't? No, sorry, I didn't mean that. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to change stuff out now because I have my weapon out. Can you just put it away, girl? Okay, thank you. I just want to see, we got a new weapon. Didn't I? Yeah, these are still the same. I don't know what bow we're gonna use on Genevieve in the end. I have all the schematics. I think the golden nug should work just fine on her. So we've got all the schematics. But wait, there was extra armor. But I don't know which one I want to give her. Okay, so the fire resistant. Is anybody a level? I always wondered about that. It's a level 6 and they give it to you so early. Oh wait, I can give that one to Cassandra. Cassandra, you want the Templar helmet? There you go, girl. Enjoy. All right. Look at that. Look at the way the breach works. That is so cool. That, like, the first time you play that and you see, like, just the dead person and then, like, you walk by it kind of thing, it's always just like, ooh. Little shivers.
The breach is a long way up.
Yeah, it is.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I mean, I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the
Why
breach.
does he say no
Then
there
let's find
if
a
you
way
say
down.
that?
And be careful.
Because he has like the same response for each of them, and it's like, no. And it's like, what do you mean no? I'm telling you, I'm short.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
By the way, I think once I just jumped down and like you skip all that, but why would you at this point? I was very curious about how like certain like things worked in the beginning. So my first couple of playthroughs, I definitely tried. So like, is this supposed to be, you know, like when you play DAO and like you're in the big room in the middle, like when you go and then like there's I think that there is a big statue and then like you kind of go, like you go in deeper from there, but like that first initial, kind of where like Brother Genevieve hangs out. It's so weird to say we've hung out with Brother Genevieve, but we have. I assume that this is supposed to be this area, but I could be wrong. But I think that that's what this is in particular. And like then it kind of goes on from there, but I've never been like 100% sure. It would make sense though. You want to talk about it? Varric? No? No?
You know this
Yeah.
stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Nobody knows.
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Right.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
Okay. But how deep underground would that lyrium have had to have been, and how much of it would had to have come up for that to happen? Like, Solas's very carefully worded explanation does not make sense. It makes you go, what are you hiding? What is Solas hiding from us? If only we knew. All right, let's do this now.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run while you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Kill her, now.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
I like how you're like, I'm gonna close this, and the Fade's like, the fuck you will. We're gonna give you a pride demon. The Fade's like, no, you're not closing this ever. Oh no, give me my mouse back. Oh, I gotta do that.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Okay. I got
The
it.
demon is vulnerable. Now!
Attacking, don't worry. I got this, Cassandra. This is definitely like quite the intro fight to like all of this. Cause like this boy ain't messing around. Not with his like electricity and everything, and then you having to like kind of babysit the rift at the same time. It's definitely like a good like introduction
More coming
to
through the rift.
the mechanics of like the Fade rifts, how demons attack, different things like that. Okay, listen, guys, I need help. I'm gonna do this. Oh no, why is this boy coming for me? Oh no, never mind, he's going for Solus. Solus, take a potion. Why are you not taking a potion? Are you gonna not take one? I feel like you have the tactics, but like, I feel like, shouldn't you by default take a potion? Yes? No? How low? Okay, there he goes. I was gonna say, how low on health does this elf have to get before he like gives in? I know who you are, Solus, but that doesn't mean you can tank a pride demon. Like, I feel like that goes without saying. Just because you're like all powerful, or you used to be, ish, doesn't mean you can tank a pride demon. Cassandra, you can't do that either. I gotta be almost there. Have we really only gone through one health potion?
I'm falling back.
Varric, you take a potion too. No, nobody wants a piece of you. Oh no. Yeah, move. Can we do that? It's so weird babysitting health now. I haven't done it in so long. I'm just like, wait, what are we doing? You got this? Okay. Almost there. No, Varric! Okay. Girl. You got it? You see? Oh, I gotta do this. Whoops. I'm like, why isn't he dying?
No.
I know. I'm sealing it, Cassandra.
Do it.
Don't tell me what to do. Like my most defiant Inquisitors, I always imagine them yelling back to her like, don't tell me what to do, and then them just like deliberately standing there not closing the rift because Cassandra told them what to do. That'd be so something I would do. Oh. But we did it. We closed that rift. All of Thetis is safe. We can go home now. Right? Her eye color turned out so pretty. I'm so happy with it.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
That's fine. Are you okay? Why are you afraid of me?
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That's wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
What?
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So we're safe? I can go home?
Then the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Girl, you're apparently terrifying. You're apparently terrifying everybody. You should go talk to Cassandra now before you get into even more trouble than you're already in. Also, may I take my loot? I will definitely take that 3 elf root and my special shipments. Wait, I forget. What does... Didn't we get a bow for that? What does the DLC bow look like? Right. It's the bow of the dragon. It is kind of... I'm not gonna lie. That bow is kind of badass. We'll put that on for now. Plus, it's fire damage. Look at him. Very cool. Girl, that's a very cool bow you got yourself. Okay. So, patient observation. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing, pulse over fast, not responsive, pupils dilated. Mage says her scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. Ah, yes. My hand was thrumming with magic. It's not at all awkward, right? That people are just like waiting for you to wake up and like standing outside your door. I always wonder if the elf that dropped the box of stuff was just like, she's awake! And then like all of a sudden everybody lined up, or have they been like outside your door for the longest time just waiting for you to wake up? And yes, I know I should go walk over there, but I am 100% not wanting to forget all this stuff because I normally do.
That's her.
Hi!
That's the Herald of Andraste.
But there's no way,
They
like,
said when she
through
came
them?
out of the Fade,
Okay, there we go.
Andraste herself was watching over them.
No, Andraste wasn't. Please don't get me confused with somebody who Andraste was actually watching over. You know Andraste's old Mabari, he don't show up in the chant. And if you ask those holy sisters, well, they'll say Andraste can't have had some big ol' smelly war dog. But all Ferelden's know it right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. And there's Andraste's Mabari. By the holy prophet's side in the fight against Tevinter, that dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal, without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. Oh, that dog. He guards Andraste without arrogance or fear, only asking of his mistress just to scratch behind the ears. But then old Mafrath gets to plotting, tries to lure that dog away, but even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. And there's Andraste's Mabari by the holy prophet's side in the fight against Tevinter. That dog would never hide. They say the Maker sent him special, always loyal without pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the Maker's holy bride. They thought the wounds had killed him, but then he limped out towards the fire, and a Hessarian he shed a tear as that dog laid on the pyre. Yeah. So, an popular, if historically unlikely, Ferelden Tavern song. The fact, though, that, like, there's even a potential thought that Andraste had a loyal Mabari who almost, like, who didn't make it, and as she was being burnt at the stake, went with her is just heartbreaking. Day 3, so we missed day 2. Less thrashing, some response to stimulus, vital seems solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save her life. And will they just execute her? We'll inform Lady Cassandra. I expect her to wake before the morn.
Still a lot of rifts.
Wow. So 2 people, Genevieve, have tried to kill you already today. Or not today, but when you were like chilling. Can you believe that? Girl, so many attempts on your life already. And it's only about to get worse. You're about to, never mind,
Roderick says
you're about to become a somebody. What is this one? A chant for the departed. And then there's this. The fade. Is this brother Genevieve? No! It's not Brother Genevieve. Oh no. And you know it's serious. A study of the fade is as old as mankind. For so long as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Divinter Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all of the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the desperate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirit is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. Which is interesting, right? It's interesting that the Chantry teaches that spirits have neither imagination nor ambition. But if they didn't have ambition, how could they be spirits of something, right? Like, how can you be a spirit of faith? How can you be a spirit of compassion if you don't have some kind of ambition towards what you are a spirit of? You know what I mean? They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. Now, this, though, what's really interesting about this particular part of it is that it's mixing spirits and demons. And as we know, they're actually, well, the same thing, two separate things entirely. You know what I mean? Like, spirits are spirits, and then demons are corrupted spirits. Spirits that stray from their supposed purpose, demons that just go bad, or spirits that just go bad, stuff like that. So you can't necessarily, you can one-to-one, but at the same time you can't, because I could see powerful demons merely plagiarizing the worst thoughts and fears of mortals to build their realm. Like, you could see that 100%. But spirits doing that is also a really interesting thought. And this becomes even more interesting when you learn more about Cole down the road. And this is from Tranquility, The Role of the Fade in Human Culture by the First Enchanter, which, if you watched my DA2 Let's Play, we learned about how the circles were formed. And I'm kind of curious if we're going to get a similar Codex entry in DAI to what we got in DA2, talking about how the circle was actually created by mages who wanted to leave the Chantry. So if that was the first enchanter, that would make sense, though, why they mentioned what the Chantry teaches us, especially because they would have come straight from the Chantry as opposed to being in the circle for a long time, because the circles would have been literally brand new after spending so long in the Chantry.